Eastbourne. We're here on the Thursday night playing in the open pairs with this man here. He smiled. I was waiting for him to smile because apparently someone says he never smiles, and he does smile every time I tell a joke. Oh no, he doesn't. But yeah, so here we go. Here's the room you can see behind me. And I've never been to Eastbourne here. This is the Winter Gardens. Sorry, there's some. Yeah, he's going to wave. Oh no, he said he's a fan. He watches the videos. We played him in the Spring Force. Oh, there's a bar there as well. So I've not been here before. It's quite a nice building. It's quite spacious. I see lots of people we know. It looks like our section is actually a bit smaller than the other section. It's split into open and mixed. Magnus and Andy are playing the mixed, and we're kind of pivoting throughout the weekend. So tomorrow we've got teams, and a team is myself and Andy, Magnus and Matt. And then on Saturday and Sundays are 2 days for spares. And I'm going to play with Magnus. And Magnus is on the back of a trophy-winning streak. His trophy-winning streak is 1, but it's his first trophy, so well done. Hopefully he can get another one this weekend. But yeah, that's it. My phone might run out of juice here, so hopefully it lasts on my little camera selfie stick. If not, I'm going to have to do it off my actual phone and then do that today. But yeah, this is Winter Gardens. This is quite a nice venue, I think, isn't it, for a bridge event? This is quite nice compared to the Spring Fours, which is the last big event I went to. 11, the last one I went to, and it was very cramped. But this is much more spacious, so yeah, east-west. Alright, we're moving round, we've been told. They need a sitting pair or something. Oh. Alright, well, we're going to move round. We've done a convention card. And now we get to play a different set of people, I guess. So, yeah, that's the room. Yeah, obviously it's not Brighton, and that's my biggest regret, I think. Brighton was amazing. Brighton I did for 15 years in a row, from 2001 to 2015, and there used to be 600 pairs and 300 teams, and we're never going to get back to those numbers, not in the UK. So it is what it is, but tonight is just an open pairs. It's a one session open pairs, and I'm playing with Matt in the open section, and we will let you know how we go with lots of interesting hands along the way. In America, I have a lot more time between rounds and two board pairs events to film. I don't really have the time here. Basically, we've got 14 minutes, and the move isn't called until the time runs out, so we can't get ahead. That's Matt smiling. We can't get ahead and kind of play a few rounds and then have a big break. There's no comfort breaks. It's a lot more harder for me to jump in and out of this event and do some hands. So I'm going to show you, potentially, if you have a look at Double Dummy, a hand that Matt played. He got away with it, but it worked well, and he got a top on a board where he should be getting a bottom. So hats off to him for choosing the right opponents to do it against. I'm going to show you that in a bit more detail. So this is the hand Matt played in 3N. He opened a no chump with a decent 16 count with 5 spades. Partner bids Stamen, you show your spades, and partner bids 3N, which promises 4 hearts now. So they lead a minor. They're going to lead a minor nearly always here, so we don't exactly know how many clubs West has got, but they've led the 6, which could be from 3 low. We don't really know yet. So it goes 6 of clubs, small, jack, small. We weren't going to play an honour on the first trick, and we count our tricks. We've got ace, king, ace, king, ace, king in spades, hearts and clubs. So that's 6 tricks. We've got the ace of diamonds, that's 7 tricks. And we've got many opportunities for extra tricks. You can generate an extra spade trick if they're 4-3. You can generate an extra heart trick if they're 3-3 or certain 4-2 breaks. You can generate an extra diamond trick by taking a diamond finesse. And you can generate an extra club trick as long as they're not 5-1 by just knocking out the clubs. But there's no rush to do anything. We're only on 7 top tricks. It doesn't matter if they win a couple of the early ones, because nearly any suit they attack gives us the impetus to try and make more tricks in the suit they're doing. So at trick 2, they play a diamond, and they play a low diamond. If they're playing attitude leads, this means they've got one of the honours, so they've got the jack or the king, hopefully. And so there's no need to put the queen on this. If the diamond finesse is right, we've got loads of entries to the north hand, we can take it later. So we play low, and the jack wins. And the reason, again, to duck it is potentially, again, anything West plays gives us more information and also potentially sets up an extra trick that we kind of want. So West plays the queen of clubs. Now we're going to take this, but this is an indication that looking at ace king to 5 clubs in dummy, West has probably got 5 clubs to start with, because there's no way they'll do this from a 4 or 3 card remaining club suit. It's just pointless. So they play the queen of clubs, you win the ace, and East discards a diamond. So it looks like East had 5 diamonds, it looks like West had 5 clubs, so we're getting a bit of a count to the hand. So there we go. What do we do now? Well, the best chance for an extra trick, I think, at this point is spades. I think if spades are 4-3, you've got enough entries to the south end to set up an extra spade trick. All you'd need to do is concede 2 spades, and as long as the diamond finesse is right, you're going to make 3 spade tricks, the diamond finesse, the ace of diamonds, ace king of hearts, and the king of clubs. So I think at this point playing on spades is correct. Don't know why Matt played on hearts, but he decided to duck a heart. And once you lose too many tricks, you then can't set the spades up. So it's a bit dangerous to do this. I think you can't test hearts and spades here, because as soon as you concede a heart trick, you now can't set your long spade up. So it went heart, small, small, 8. Now there were certain 4-2 breaks that you could make extra heart tricks. For example, if you used to have queen 10, jack 10, or queen jack tight, you could make an extra heart trick that way, but that hasn't been the case. And now the only way to make an extra heart trick is if hearts were initially 3-3 or some sort of squeeze. And a squeeze is risky because we haven't rectified the count yet. So for a squeeze to work, we'll have to concede another trick. And there's not many suits we can concede a trick in, really. It's really only spades we can concede a trick in. So if they switch to the spades, we've got to decide if we're going to duck it. And they do. Again, they can't play a club. Maybe they feel unsafe to play a diamond. They're playing a spade, and they're playing a low spade, and the opponents were average tournament players, so they're just going to be generally card truthfully, because they're more worried about helping each other out than helping you out, I think. So it goes spade to the 10 jack. Now, if we're playing for a squeeze, we're going to duck this probably, and then play for some sort of either major suit squeeze or other. But the problem with the squeeze is we know that the suits we're going to squeeze in are either going to be hearts and spades, or hearts and clubs, or spades and clubs. Now the problem is the only one you can really do is spades and clubs, but you haven't got the entry. And the reason for that is it's very likely that the person who will have 4 spades is West. I think, potentially. Well, I'm not completely sure about that. But if West has 4 spades, you can't actually get them in a squeeze. So ducking this feels wrong, because if West has 4 spades, you can't get them in a squeeze because you don't have a spade left in the north hand and you don't have a club left in the south hand. So you don't have communication in one of the 2 squeeze suits. So the only legitimate squeeze at this point is a major suit squeeze against East. And what are the odds that East can have 4 spades and 4 hearts? Well, the odds are 0. If they've got 5 diamonds, is what we think, they can't have 4 cards in both majors. So the only squeeze that we can get here is a black suit squeeze against West, but that's not possible because of entries. So we need another line to do this. Now, we can't set the spades up now because we have to concede 2 spades to do so, and we haven't got enough tricks. So the only thing we can do now is an end play, and an end play on West to lead away from their 9 of clubs. Now remember, they switch to the queen, the jack's gone, the 10's gone. They've got 9 to 3 clubs left, and if we can throw West in near the end of the hand to lead away from the 9 of clubs, we make the rest. So it's not foolproof here, but we've kind of gone through all the other options, and the only remaining option here is an end play because the squeeze won't work. So at this point, we take it, and we're going to cash some tricks. We're going to cash all our red suit tricks, trying to take West's red cards out, and we've got to hope that they win the 3rd spade. Now, it's possibly likely, again, if they're playing attitude switches, they've switched to 4. It's likely they've got the queen. If they've got the queen and the 9, it's pretty certain we're going to get them here. So we go king of hearts. Everyone follows. We go heart. Hearts aren't 3-3, so obviously if they were 3-3, you've got 9 tricks. So we take the ace, and we are now going to take the diamond finesse. And another diamond. Now, we know West has no red suit cards left because on this card they throw a spade away. And now we need a bit of luck. We need West to not unblock their queen of spades. So we, again, playing fairly fast. When you don't want them to think about the defense, you want them to just do the normal thing. You try and play. You're not unethically fast, but you don't want to take your time over every extra play if you know what's going on, because it gives them time to work out what's going on. And under the ace of spades, if West plays the queen, we're going 2 off. They didn't. So now Matt plays a spade. West wins the queen,
and his end played in clubs. They realised once they followed to the ace of spades small that they'd made an error, but they played a bit too fast. So I think you can legitimately make this if you look at the whole hand. If we go back to the start, if we look at the whole hand, I think you can make this by taking the dime finesse and setting up a spade. But once you decide to set apart, the only way to make it illegitimately is an end play, because we worked out a squeeze won't work.
So you pick up the following hand. You've got king, queen, 8, 7 to 6, singleton queen, king, jack to 4, too low. And you hear your partner open 1 club. And now the plan of this hand is to bid spades and spades now, because 1 club 2 spades from you is a weak jump shift. So here you've got like better than a weak jump shift, but not a game forcing spade bid. You're going to bid 1 spade, then intending to bid 2 spades. So you bid 1 spade, partner rebids 2n. Now your system over that is 3 clubs is check back statement. We've since changed it based on this hand, but 3 clubs is check back statement. Everything else is just natural enforcing. So I could bid 3 spades, and partner is just going to bid 4 with most hands, or 3n when he's really not got a suitable spade hand. But you actually sort of want to insist on spades. As long as partner's got 2, you sort of want to be in 4 spades. You've got the singleton heart. There's no guarantee partner's going to have 2 heart stops or anything like that. But you're a bit better than that. If partner's got 18, 19, if partner's got a pure hand with ace, x of spades and some controls, you might make 6. So we hadn't actually discussed it, but I made a bid that just can't be natural. I bid 4 hearts, which Matt took some time. He thought over 4 hearts, and he tried to work out, can it ever be natural? And it can't be, because we could have done check back, we could have been 3 hearts natural and forcing. It can't be natural. So if it's not natural, what is it? Well, it's got to be a splinter, and the only suit that we've actually got, because 1 club could have been a 3-card suit, is spades. So it's got to be like a self-supporting splinter in spades. Matt cues 5 clubs, I cue 5 diamonds, Matt cues 5 hearts, and I sign off. I haven't got any aces, and that's what I'm lacking. And Matt, over 5 spades, bids an excellent 6 clubs. It didn't actually matter. Bids an excellent 6 clubs as an offer of a place to play. If I've got, for example, queen x or queen 3rd club, he's sort of telling me his spades aren't very good, that we might need to rough the spades out. And so if I've got partial club support, we're going to play in 6 clubs, hopefully. And when I don't, I can bid 6 spades. I could have made the master bid of 6 diamonds. The problem with 6 diamonds is it's wrong-sided. You really want Matt to be playing it, but 6 diamonds might have been the master bid. And anyway, we fall on our feet in 6 spades. It's not the best contract in the world, but they led a spade at trick 1. You're like, brilliant, the aces on sides. As long as they break, which they did, I make 12 tricks. So there's the full hand. Matt's hand, opposite a splinter agreeing spades, is huge. He's got really bad spades, but he's got really good everything else. He's got a 5-card suit I can potentially set up. He's got the ace of hearts, which is a really big card. Without the ace of hearts, he should just be signing off. With the king of hearts or queen of hearts or something like that, he should just be signing off. With poor spades and nothing in hearts, again, he possibly should sign off, because I might make a move with really good spades myself. So he made a really good bid of 5 clubs, and we get to our 6 levels contract now. Do you want to be in it all the time? Not really. It's not the most coldest of slams, but it made, so we got a top on the board. Good bidding. I've been a fish 3 rounds in a row, and normally I defend very well with Matt. I enjoy defending with Matt, and he probably hasn't enjoyed defending with me today. Yeah, that is his fish stance. I'll give you... I don't know. So I'm going to give you the only one that might be partially his fault. And I don't think this is the case. This is your hand. You've got ace 3rd, ace king queen jack x, 4 to the 10 singleton, and they open I think your partner passes. They open a no trump on your right, and you have 6 tricks against this, but you can't double, you can't pass. You just got to bid your hearts, I think. At these colours you're favourable. If partner can raise hearts, you might be able to compete and go from 50s or something, because they're not going to have any high hearts to double you on. So you have a call 2 hearts, and this goes 2 spades on my left, pass, pass, I can't protect with a double, I can't protect with 3 diamonds. I just passed. If partner's not going to raise my heart's favourable, they haven't got 3, I don't think. Or at least they've got 3 in a bad hand. So, dummy goes down, partner leads the 8 of hearts, and dummy goes down with what you can see. Dummy's got King X, 3 low, 3 to the 9, King Queen Jack X, Ace King to 4, and trick 1 goes 8 small, and your Jack holds, and the 7 comes up on your left. Now, what can partner lead the 8 from? And this is where we diverge. We haven't agreed to lead low from 3 low in partner's suit. So normally our leads from the 10 are second highest. So partner's either got 10 8x or 8x. They're the only 2 possibilities. You see the 9 in dummy, they're the only things he can be leading from. And at trick 2, you know you can get your partner in. You know you can get your partner in with either the 10 of hearts or a heart ruff. So let's get, if Declare's got like the Ace of Diamonds and Queen Jack of Spades or something like that, your partner might have the 10 of hearts or a heart ruff to get in with to give you a club ruff. So you're going to make 2 hearts a ruff, the Ace of Spades, a club ruff, and maybe something else. I don't know. Partner might have the Ace of Diamonds. So at trick 2, my Jack of Hearts is held, and partner knows I've got Ace King Queen Jack. So I lead my club, and it goes small. 8 from partner, King from dummy. And at trick 3, they lead the King of Diamonds. I give count, and partner wins the Ace, and returns the Queen of Clubs. Now this has to be asking for hearts, and I know that Matt knows that I have Ace, King, Queen, Jack of Hearts. So Matt knows that I might underlead them if he signals for hearts. Now obviously if he's got a doubleton heart, he could just play like a middling club or something. And I can give him a heart ruff to get a second club ruff. So we're going to get 2 club ruffs, the Ace of Diamonds, 2 or 3 hearts or whatever, and the Ace of Spades. We're going to beat this. So I underled my hearts, and this ran round to the 9. Matt petered, so Matt had 8 doubleton initially. So I don't know whether Matt can afford to play a lower club than he did, and obviously we've given a trick up, and now they played a small spade from the king. I flew Ace of Spades, and now we can't beat it. So I've let it through again, but obviously as the cards lie, we can get quite a few off. We can get 2 club ruffs, or 1 club ruff and set a club up for partner. We can get 3 heart tricks and then 2 aces. So we can get this a lot off. We found a defence to beat it quite a bit, and we let it make. I say we let it make. I definitely let it make the second time. The first time, I don't know who's at fault here. If partner can... Oh, hang on, he's got... if partner can have 3 hearts to the 10, I think the Queen of Clubs has to be signaling for hearts. I don't know. We're going to disagree. He's a better player than me, so if he says I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I feel like that's the only one. The other 2 are completely my fault. But that one might be a mix. So you get to 4 spades. Your hand is Ace, Jack, 9 to 5, 4 to the 10, 2 low, and you open 2 spades, first in, favourable. We're allowed to do this first in favourable only, and third in favourable, and then it doesn't really matter. Partner can't have a good hand there. And it goes 2 spades, pass, 4 spades, pass. Oh, maybe you've bought it. No, partner puts down 3 aces and king, queen to 5 spades, and you do a little count of what you've got, and you realise you're going to go 1 off. You're going to lose a club, a diamond, and 2 hearts. And there's not much you can do about it. Because your hearts are so bad. So the question is, what is the best play to try and make this? What is the only play to try and make this? Well, what you need to do is end play someone to give you rough and discard. And this comes up quite a lot. And what you're aiming to do is you're playing for someone to have something like King X of Hearts. Someone's got king X of hearts and you play the ace of hearts early enough that they forget to unblock, but late enough that they can't actually cash any hearts. And what you do is you eliminate the minors, and then you draw trumps and you play ace and another heart. But there's something you can do slightly better than that. Let's imagine, so they led a club, and I win at trick 1 with the ace, and I need to ruff a diamond in my hand, so I played ace and another diamond, and what I'm trying to do is stop them switching to hearts. They might switch to a heart from queen X or something, leading the queen, playing their partner for some heart honours. And so I don't really want this. I want to give them as many different suits that they can play back as possible. So clubs and diamonds and even spades. I'm not going to draw the trumps. So at trick 2 I played ace and another diamond. And then I should probably have done this as a play-by-play hand, but they then win, they cashed the club, they tried to cash another diamond, and you rough it. So now you're in a position where you can potentially do this, but there's an extra chance. Not only can you make it if someone's got king X and they fail to unblock, you can make it if your right hand opponent, east or whichever hands on the right of your spade bidding, north in the diagram, I think. Hi Bill, give me 1 minute and I'll be with you. So you can make it when they've got queen X and you get something called a crocodile coup, and they might miss it. So what I did after I've eliminated all the minors, I've roughed this. I haven't drawn any trumps or played any hearts. I play a heart to the ace, and then I drew trumps in 2 rounds, finishing in my hand. And then I played a heart towards the remaining 2 low hearts in dummy. I played the 10 of hearts. Now, if someone's got king X, I've got them. But if someone's got queen X, the hand on my right's got queen X, and the left-hand opponent has king and jack, and they fail to play the king, they have to play the king to kind of crocodile their partner's queen, I get them again. Oh, it's pretty good, eh? Oh, it'll be really good vlog hand this. No, hearts are 3-3, and I went 1 off. So when you're in an awful contract, you need to think about what's the best chance to make it. And sometimes when you're in a good contract, you think, what's the only way I can go off, that sort of thing. So 2 different ways of thinking about the hand. In this case, I was in a hopeless spot. What miracle line makes it? Well, non-legitimately, because they can always unblock them. I think the only legitimate line is they've got king, queen of hearts, and they don't attack hearts before I've stripped the hand. That's probably the only legitimate line, but that didn't occur. And we're done. We didn't have a good day, didn't have many great boards, and we were 18th out of 26 or something like that, where we got 45%. Felt about fair. I think even if we eliminate mistakes, we're not winning. I think you need a few more gifts than we had, but we didn't. I say Matt played pretty well, actually. I kind of just obliterated 4 boards. Most of them involved me doubling, and usually I defend better than I have done today, so that's a bit annoying. Hopefully I can do better tomorrow. Obviously it seems I'm going to do fewer thin doubles tomorrow. Let's have a look how Magnus and Andy did. Hiya Sebastian, hiya. I'm having a look for Magnus and Andy. They did not do very well, I don't think. Oh, I missed their name. Oh, maybe they did do very well. Oh, apologies. I'm so sorry. They came fourth with 58%. So they were 7% off the lead, but fourth's a really great thing. So that bodes well for the teams tomorrow. If I can plug some leaks, we might do a bit better. But yeah, I've enjoyed the first trip to the Winter Garden, so I'll see you in the next one.